And why is this important? It's not about necessarily the standard part. Let me show you what that standard part I mean. I'm right here, and most of the time I'm shifting, but I'm in this spot, okay? So you'll see us do the V clamp, and here, V, Huen. It is very different from the first section. In the first section, there's a clamping as well. I didn't tell it in that video. I know there are people out there that's gonna play, that's gonna fake the funk which is real Wing Chun, and they're gonna watch it and they're gonna try to play out some kind of reference to however they're doing crap. I know there's gonna be fakes out there trying to copy off me. And there have been, whether they've been masters or regular students. I know they're out there. So with all due respect, I have my little trip hammers of little tricks that if you fall in, you will get, yeah, I know about you. So when we do this, in the very first section, there's this clamp right here, right? And you have that Huen going out to here. All right, that's the first. And notice that if it's whether it's a thin weapon or a thick weapon, it just clamps around whatever's there. If it doesn't happen to be that much, then dope. If it happens to be thinner than that, dope. But we're clamping right here, that's the first clamp that we know of. The second, excuse me, thought someone was crawling up on me, but the second clamp is actually more of a V clamp. They will tell you in the school there is a V being made. So right here, come back out. Right here, come back out. So when I'm doing this in the very beginning of standard, I like to call this standard because I'm back to here. Well, right here, back. Right here, back. You actually turning your wrist and going out here. This is not like earlier where you was right here and I told you to turn with the tip and go like this. Even though that's a Huen there, there's a Huen point here with the full wrist. In the first section, you actually had it where there's a clamp on the left, then you're hewing out. But instead of chopping right here, you're stepping up and chopping right here. You're keeping the guard here, then you're stepping out. In this case, what's going on is you're actually stepping out with the right leg for the first time ever, and you're doing this number, but instead you're doing more of a reverse technique and striking already. So it is a parallel from the first section. Now it's having you do it another way, okay? It's letting you know that, hey, it's okay to have a reverse technique, as long as you know what you're doing. Another thing is this, ladies and gentlemen, and please understand what I'm saying. Stay to the outside. If your technique can get to the outside opponent, do that. Stay true to that. If you keep doing this, if you try to just fight on the inside every single time, you're missing the whole point of Wing Chun, because when you fight towards the outside, when you fight towards the inside, you're still dealing with both of this, no matter what. And I'll have Will or somebody be in the video with me to help explain that, because I don't want you to fall in that trap. This is the outside of my arms. So if you could get me to the outside of my arms, I could barely hit you with the other hand. You have me in a chum Q neutral type position. And when you neutralize someone, that means they have a hard time fighting back from that adversity, whether it's in chess, checkers, Wing Chun, or whatever, military. If you neutralize an attack, that means they can't fight back from a certain point of position. Now, can they fight back? Is there a way to? Of course there's a way. Where there's a will, there is a way. Same time though, if I put you in position where you cannot fight back from a certain point, I win. You win because you don't put them in an area of neutrality. Now that's saying that, if I'm stepping here, I'm going to Huen to an outer position of their arm, of their skill, and I'm chopping from that point of where they cannot fight back. I'm doing it again here. So I'm at a point where maybe, guess what? I'm at a position where I'm doing this, and maybe somehow at that point they do something different that's gonna make me do this again. Make me do this again. Does that make sense? So you have to understand the sections.